if you're just tuning in, you're not so late for there is the Whistle at Time show. Wherever you could be catching us from, I would like to say you're most welcome, and we are going to fly with you. Are we flying? Are we riding? Are we driving? Are we, I don't know, rowing? What term do we use for those that move on water? What are they doing? Are they rowing? Are they sailing? Okay, with us, with me, okay, from right about now, there is a few minutes past 2 p.m. up to there is 3 p.m. where, of course, we shall officially get to sign out and leave. There is the monitor for the movie hour. But starting with right now, this is definitely where we look at everything there is within sports. And, of course, we start with local stories. After local stories, we get to cross to there is national stories, and then we finalize the hour with the international stories for you. Yesterday, even today, social media is very noisy. You could be wondering what the problem is, but somehow, even just as I was entering the gate of my offices, I had a lot of noise, like, hey, yesterday Manu won, Tuesday, yesterday Manu won. Yeah, we know Manu won. So now what? You want us to put an advert? You want us... Okay, it was quite a very big one for there is Manchester United. Yeah, I should say congratulations, Carabao, beating the other team 7 goals. I think Manchester United thought the team they did beat 7-0 was Liverpool. That did beat them 7-0 last season, so they were doing a payback. But Manchester United, hey, that was a payback to the wrong club. That, and also we did have the Yumbe Super 8 Super 8 Cup Finals, where we did see a Kochi taking on a Western United, and then also the Super Cup of Arua City did go down over the weekend, and teams have gone down to there is semi-finals. We did see a couple of teams. We did see Airfield, we did see Leah, we did see Muni University, and we did see Ovisoni, yes, and a couple of teams that, of course, did take part in. There is the Super Cup in there, and there is one team particularly that I got to follow here, not specifically one, but I did watch a couple of some of those games. There is the Super Cup, Arua City Super Cup, that I did go down just next to us here. And in those games, of course, we did see Arua Airfield that, of course, did go through past all their 3 games. That was in the group stages, and Arua Airfield has also now gone into there is of the semi-finals. They await a side that they will play in the semi-finals. If they also go through, it is them go through to there is the finals in there. They did beat Muni University, they did beat Ovisoni, they did beat a couple of teams that actually they were put against that. And then also the couple of transfers there is going on. Since transfer windows are coming to a closer, the Ugandan transfer window is coming to a closer, but we all know that the international transfer windows already did close in there. So basically, the local one here is closing very soon. And then over the weekend, we did also see, we did see a couple of games. But sometimes Uganda Premier League officially kick-started. That was over the weekend. And of course, just like I had said, over the weekend, we did see on match day 1 that started, we did see Express playing Mbale Heroes, we did see Police playing there is a Bull, we did see Villa, the reigning champions, a soccer club Villa, playing there is Mbarara City, we did see NEC, a football club, playing there is Vipers, we did see Maroons playing there is a UPDF, and then also Wachiso Giants had a date with there is a Bright Stars. Lugazi played Chitara, Kampala City played URA, and then also somehow NEC did play with Chitara. And then in some of the results that did come through, and remember, when these games were ongoing, there were a couple of good goals that came through, and of course the man for Chitara these days is Omedi, yeah. And before we look at some of the results that actually did go down over the weekend, in 2 days, yesterday and the other day, we have been, of course, hearing some stories that KCCA had, of course, had officially handed in their bid to sign. There is Omedi Dennis, the goal poacher, I should say, who now scores goals for fun there is for Chitara Football Club. But I think this deal has failed because Chitara now values Omedi at a very huge amount of money that KCCA did not fulfill in there. So that deal officially is off. Omedi this season remains at there is a Chitara Football Club. And over the weekend, just like I had said, there were a couple of games that did go down. We did see Express beating, there is Mbale Heroes 2-1. Police and Bull Football Club did play a barren draw. That was 0-0. And then Villa and Mbarara City, we did see Soccer Club Villa beating Mbarara City 4-2. This is where we did see a couple of goals, of course, being scored. And then NEC Football Club did beat Team Vipers 3-1. And then Maroons and UPDF played a 1-1 draw. They are part of the Forces, I should say. Maroons is based in Luzira, and then UPDF is in Bombo, but they are all a part of the Forces. So the Forces we had a derby, the Forces derby. I don't know if that sounds right, yeah. We had a derby, and this derby ended on sharing spoils 1-1. There is between Maroons, the Luzira base side, and of course the Bombo military base side, UPDF. They played 1-1. And then we also did see Wachiso Giants and Bright Stars tying themselves on a 1-1 draw. And then Lugazi played Chitara, and Lugazi swallowed 3 goals. They were able to spit out 1, which means that game ended on a 3-0 rather. And then KCCA did beat URA. This was actually the opener of Uganda Premier League season 2024-2025. The opener was between KCCA that actually did take on URA, and that game ended on a 1-0. A big shocker in all these games that went down on match day 1, of course, was NEC Football Club beating there is Vipers. With all the signing that Vipers has, who would say that Vipers would lose in the hands of NEC? That should clearly also tell you that NEC was literally one club that we did see that was very, very active during the transfer signings, during the holidays, and all that during the break. There is UPL season 2023-2024 before 2024-2025 opened in there. So basically, I think NEC Football Club, with all the signings that they did, we should be able to congratulate, but not on day 1, not very fast, but for the fact that they have been able to beat such a huge historical team like Vipers Football Club. We should definitely be able to know that Vipers is one big club. Vipers has most of the legendary signings. Vipers has Vipers is one team that basically has very, very good players in there. So a team like NEC that is just spending in their second year or their second season into the biggest sale of football in Uganda, being beating a team that has stayed in UPL for quite some time. To me, by the way, that is very huge, yeah. And I'm quite sure this is a game that killed in a lot of money. This is where Muindi got money. Quite a couple of games that actually killed in a lot of those that do the white paper business, because definitely no one would actually give in a winner for NEC Football Club. But yes, it happened. Possibly, if someone was given this very game to predict, trust me, the best they would give in this game was going to be a draw. But look at how NEC turned this down and gave Vipers the 3 goals in there. And then, but today is already Wednesday, and games will be starting. There is tomorrow, Thursday. Today is 18th. Games will be coming through from tomorrow. We shall be having UPDF taking on Lugazi, and then we shall also be having Vipers taking on Express. This is a UPL round 2 or match day 2. The results that I have been discussing are for match day 1. So here are fixtures for there is a match day 2 in there. And of course, match day 2 will kickstart with an opener where we shall be seeing a UPDF taking on there is a Lugazi. And then Vipers will be taking on Express. A Bright Stars will be taking on a URA soccer club. And then of course, the rest will roll on like that until the games go down. And also, we shall definitely be following very, very closely with whatever it is that, of course, will go down. I am meaning result-wise, yeah? Result-wise, anything that goes down in the games that will come through from there is a UPL is something definitely we shall be bringing to you in here. That was locally. And of course, also, I already did discuss the Super Cup, Arua City Super Club Cup in there. And just like I had said about the transfer windows locally coming to a close-up of Uganda, because if you check, the international transfers already did close in there. And of course, locally here, as the transfers are closing up, Chitara Football Club complete the signing of Umar Lutalo in there. Chitara have agreed terms with the free agent Umar Lutalo, who left the Soccer Club Villa at the end of the previous season. That was a season 2023-2024. That, of course, I did see him be the champions, because we did see Soccer Club Villa being the champions over Uganda Premier League season 2023-2024 in there. The left-footed versatile player spent 3 years at the Villa Park Club, helping the side end a 20-year wait for a record extending 17 title last season. He immediately announced his departure from the Jaguars and was linked with a move to Croatia in there. However, the deal to Europe collapsed with reports that Soccer Club Villa didn't sanction the move, something shocking, as he reliably didn't have a contract that was running with the Soccer Club Villa, because from reliable sources that Whistle Time Desk got, his contract, Umar Lutalo's contract, came to a close-up at the end of season 2023-2024 of there is UPL. Reports, however, suggest that the contract he signed at Villa was meant to expire in September 2024 and not June, as he thought. He will now return to the Uganda Premier League, and Chitara will be his new home, with the deal being finalized before the end of the current primary transfer windows, just like I had said. Elsewhere, Richard Basangwa signed for a 6-time championship express after a failed stint in Egypt, while Soccer Club Villa could land veteran winger Asula Matovu. According to reports, both Lutalo and Matovu watched Soccer Club Villa's 4-2 triumph over Mbarara City. That was, of course, on Monday in there. And of course, as the transfers are coming to a close-up, definitely we are seeing a couple of transfers on this week. We did see Karisa, Kadu, Vuni, Gabon, Nyakojo, Muchurezi, Lutalo, Semakula, and Gui being involved in huge transfers down there. And of course, Paul Muchurezi is open to staying at Chitara, despite earlier assertions in an interview. The 4-time Uganda Cup winner revealed that he is a free agent, but is open to talks with any suitors, including the new Stanley Cup winners, Benjamin Nyakojo and winger Gabon Living, the other players who reliably we have been informed that have expressed desire to leave Chitara following expiration of their contracts in there. And of course, on outgoing Soccer Club Villa captain, there is Kenneth Semakula, is a subject of interest from Viper Soccer Club, and however, he is likely to consider options outside the country with unnamed clubs in that is Tanzania and Egypt, reportedly interested in his services. Vipers are interested in signing a UPDF defender, Bright Vuni, who recently declared leaving the army side. Soccer Club Villa versatile midfielder Umar Lutalo is reportedly in his new home, there is Chitara, just like I had said, after his 3-year contract expiration at his former home, Soccer Club Villa. KCCA are open to offers for Angolan midfielder Chungulo da Silva Gui, who has 1 year left on his contract. He joined the club at the start of last season. That was UPL season 2023-2024 in there. George Kadu has left Wachiso Giants and is now a free agent following the end of his contracts, and he is open to, of course, discussions with any other club that could have shown interest in his signings or could have shown interest in Kadu adding on to their squad for there is the new season, UPL season 2024-2025. Viper Soccer Club captain Milton Karisa is among the players that is expected to leave the Chitende-based players, but his destination remains a secret at the moment because possibly no one, of course, knows where he will be going next. Moreover, the transfers, of course, will be coming locally because now, as it is, a lot of clubs are seeing to it that they get to sign in concrete players that can help them achieve. Because every other person that has come into this season is UPL has come in to be able to win in challenges, has come in to be a contender for the championship. But is that what is going to happen? We cannot ascertain because we've just watched actions for match day 1 and remain a lot more of games. Who do you think will emerge championship? That and more of the discussions that will continue in the second half of the show. Keep it locked to Westnet TV. We are off for a very short commercial break.